you have an old school Italian dad. Was he like up on like health care and like, or was he a little more dismissive?
Yeah, both. You know,
Both.
Like he took care of himself, but he was like, yeah, you know, he ran and shit, and you know, up until whatever, until he was old. Yeah, and he lifted weights and all that stuff. He ate really clean, but yeah, he ignored some shit.
But he was kind of like a
he was a jacked little fire hydrant of a guy. But
That's such a great image.
yeah, no, he ignored some shit. He got cancer, you know, years ago, 10 years before he passed, and yeah, like ignored some stuff early on, and you're just like, cancer, you know? No.
Did that occur to you maybe that ball in your chest is
right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, your old man probably could have pushed it another year and a half. But
Yeah, probably.
Year and a half rule. The
Year and a half rule. Yeah.
Right,
No,
yeah.
and of course it's the dude thing to do, and you know, just that generation, and also you know, old world guy like my old man, just like where they just don't fix that shit, you know. Yeah. You know, but it's like, it's like, what are you going to do? Because it's their choice.
Yeah,
You know?
ultimately, yeah. But
Yeah.
but then the people who end up sort of, you know, suffering the most from it are the
Right.
people that are sitting around going like, hey man, like,
Hey, it's not that hard.
and then don't you want to be
Well,
here?
I used to play chess with the guy, not literally, but like I remember. So what developed into, you know, what was cancer, and I was thinking about it was like, his voice is getting weird, and it was throat cancer, and so there was one night where, you know, I was like, well, let's go for dinner, you, me, and Mom, and we went out, and I forced him to get a steak because I knew he couldn't choke it back.
Oh,
I was like,
geez.
his voice is sounding weird and
Yeah.
stuff, and sure enough, it was like, you know, and then we ended up at the emergency room, and
This was all your plan. Exposure therapy.
I was hoping that it would work, and it
right.
did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like sort of like you got to kind of, you know, outsmart these old dogs into like,
nudge 'em a
well,
little.
I think, you know, it's like, and I was like, we'll leave right now. We'll walk past the fuck. Everyone will be like, sir, you can't, I'll rip that wristband off and everything.
Right,
we'll just
right.
peace out. If tomorrow we go to the, he's like, all right, fine. I'm like, shake my fucking hand. We're doing it. All right, here we go. And we did. We just walked out. Sir. Bye. And, you know, the next day we went to the old family doctor, who he, of course, was like, I don't want to listen to him. He knows what to do. Yeah, he's a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, dude, throat cancer is I don't know if you remember or not, Willie, maybe you don't, but like my voice used to sound a lot different. You probably don't, but like I had really what some people would refer to as a horribly damaged voice. It was much more like I really struggled to kind of sound. It was like that was
You
my
did
thing.
have
it was
that-
like this raspy voice, right?
I would notice that you would sort of at the
End of the day.
Am I wrong to think? Well, I was going to say at the end of a sentence.
Oh yeah. My voice would be strong, and then I would run out of voice.
I thought that was just a choice.
No. So yeah, and that's the thing. People were like, "Your voice is so cool." I was like, "God, it's like a jail. It's a bang." I had to run everything through the voice filter. Like, how's this going to sound? Especially as an actor, like, how am I going to get this out? And I ended up getting hemorrhagic polyps, like on the back of my, like bleeding polyps on my
Holy
vocal cord.
shit.
I was in South Africa shooting this movie, and all of a sudden I was like, ping! Felt like someone took like an elastic and just wrapped it around my throat, and I was like, I think I need to go to a doctor. And I went, and they were like, yeah, you have like these bloody polyps in your throat. And they wanted to resect them in Cape Town. I was like, I'm going to wait till I get back to America and see my doctor. And I got it done, and I couldn't talk for like a week, or I wasn't supposed to. And then my voice, I opened my mouth, and it was like I had a normal voice again.
Wow.
And I mean, the first day I was like, hey, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to sound like this. Like, I freaked out, and Carrie was like, it's like an elastic band. It'll get, but I was like, no, this is it. My fucking career's over. It's like tight. And then I went to the garage and like screamed. I was like, like get down there.
Yeah.
And I got, anyway, probably. So my fear, and I smoked like 2 packs a day forever and was a big drinker. And I just was always like, I'm going to get throat cancer. I'm going to get throat cancer or tongue cancer. So like whenever anyone tells me a story about someone's voice getting weirder, it's like my voice is now starting to kind of regress a little bit back into the raspy thing.
But can you hear it in like your old, like if you watch something?
Oh, dude,
that you were in,
I
like,
watch
10
that
years
stuff now,
ago?
and I'm like, even my kids are like, even when I did Voltron, I did this cartoon series Voltron. You would never know that was me. Like, not now. My kids are like, I can't believe that's you, Daddy. You sound so different. Like it was
Wow.
a struggle for me.
But it
to
wasn't a
talk.
voice you were doing. It was
No,
just your
I mean
voice.
it was me straining to have any kind of control over my voice at the end. It was like you could see my veins in my neck sticking out when I was talking. And it was
Wow.
like very, everything had to be a push for me, and like I didn't know how to speak from my diaphragm. I had no resonance in my chest or in my face. It's all right here, right in my throat.
Well, but that's crazy. I mean, as an actor, don't you get
Yeah.
trained in that stuff?
Dude, it
I
was
mean,
one of those
coming
things
up?
where people started. No, I never trained. I never
Yeah.
trained. And I never will. I went to many vocal pathologists and went and got vocal training, and it's like I just do it wrong. I speak from the wrong place. I don't know how to
You speak from your heart,
I speak
buddy.
I speak from my esophagus. And I need to attach it to here, you know what I mean? It has to come from here, and I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I thought about it, and I tried to fix it for so long, and I just couldn't, and then it ended up being that, and then I got a free pass for like 3 years where I was like, it sounds fine now. And now it's starting to get bad again, and I'm like, well, not bad, but I can feel it coming back, and I'm fucking terrified that I'm going to get...
Nick Nolte.
That's it. That maybe should be my confession, that I probably need to go get my throat checked out again, but